Hi, Mix Big. Yes. I thought he was handsome. Yeah, it is hard. I did get to see my grandson. I got to see him last weekend. Last weekend? On the 27th, last Sunday. The only problem was because of everything that's going on, we had to wear a mask and we were there for 3 hours. I had to wear a mask the whole time, but I got to hold him the whole time. And he's so good. He is so good. He didn't cry. He just laid, hey, .com, Happy New Year to you. I did my Happy New Year tour yesterday. I went every chat that was live and said Happy New Year to everybody. So hopefully this year will bring us a lot of good luck and better things and computer trouble with hopefully bought emergency computer uploading a couple hours. Oh, I know that can be a pain in the butt, can it? Uploading some videos. Oh, yes, I did see him. I did see him and I actually got to hold him, which was even like the bonus. I held him the whole time I was there, actually. Except my husband, my husband, I handed him over to my husband and he started crying as soon as my husband picked him up. So I think he's going to be a mama's boy. I think he's going to be one of those babies that love the ladies. And that's good because he's got three older sisters. So, and they are just in love with him. So in love with him. Yes. Yes. I was very happy about that. So I hope you all had a great New Year's Eve. I know a lot of people were doing lives like wishing everybody, uh, a happy New Year last night. So I went in every live that I saw and said Happy New Year to everybody. I'm just I'm trying to be a better person this year, if you know what I mean. Like I'm trying to be I guess that's one of my resolutions for this year is yes, he's going to be a ladies' man. He's got three older sisters, so they're going to keep him in line for sure. Um, my resolution is to be a better person, not hold grudges, not start, you know, conflict with people. Will I watch the occasional drama stream? Of course I will. I'm a woman. Us ladies like gossip and stuff like that. I don't want to involve myself in any of it. No fireworks. We actually at midnight, right at midnight, and I managed to stay because usually I sleep through it. And this year I stayed awake and right at midnight I heard the fireworks. I didn't see any, but I heard them. So yeah, I just want to be a better person, and I have room for improvement for sure, absolutely for sure. I definitely don't want. Look, I didn't think I'd still be doing live streams this year. I honestly, I thought I'd have given up by now, but I'm like one of those i- irritating deer ticks. It's irritating as hell that always can't hard to get rid of. Hey.com, quite impressed with your surprise spot and your channel banner in the video. It's gotten lethal, the drama lately. Ah, yeah. Hey, tacos. Thank you. He was a pilot. He was a pilot in the Air Force. So I'm proud of him. I'm proud of my dad. I miss him. It's been many years since he passed away, and actually passed away at my age, what I am right now. So, you know, kind of puts everything in perspective. So he was young. He was. I was proud of him. My dad actually. My mom tells me this story. Actually, this story is like when my mom was in labor with me, my dad's plane crashed and he had to bail out. And my mom, since she was in labor, they didn't want to tell her that my dad's plane had crashed. So, because they didn't know if he had survived the plane crash. So, what happened was they actually found him. He had bailed out and they found him hanging in a tree, but they didn't, not hanging, but he was caught up in a tree and his parachute caught up in the tree. But when my mom was in labor, they didn't want to tell her that his plane had crashed. So that's my dad's story. And then when my sister was born, my dad, because I was the first girl in the family for like my grandmother had three boys. Okay, one was born on Easter, one was born on Thanksgiving, and one was my dad was born on New Year's. Um, so I was the first girl in the family. So, for many, many years. So when my sister was born, my dad didn't my my dad did not want me to be jealous of my sister, so he went and bought me a stroller, a bait for my baby doll that cost more than the stroller they had bought for my sister. Yes, he was an Air Force pilot. Hmm. He was. Yes, it was me. Well, it was me. My mother was in labor and they didn't want to tell her that his plane had crashed. He had bailed out and, he was okay, but they didn't know because they hadn't found him yet. He was caught up in a tree in his parachute. That's my daddy's story. Yes, it was me being born. It was me being born. And my mom was in labor. I think she told me she was in labor for like 21 hours or something. And they didn't know they knew the doctors knew um that the plane had crashed, but they didn't want to tell her because she was in labor. They didn't want to upset her. I know, isn't that a crazy story? It is. I don't tell it very often, but I think it's like kind of cool. Well, he survived, so it is kind of cool. Had he not survived, wouldn't be so cool. Paco, so you working today? My husband has had to work all this week. Like he was going to go hunting yesterday, and now he's not going. He could because it's the end of the year. I don't know if you guys do. He does all the hey, misbehaving. He does all the things like for the end of the year for his office. So he's had to go in there since the end of the year was yesterday and get everything done. He bought me a baby stroller that was more expensive than my sister's regular stroller because he didn't want me to be jealous. One of these days I'll put up some pictures on my community page of my dad and my baby pictures. But I'm proud of I really like that picture of my dad with his airplane. That was his airplane. And um he also delivered mail to the Queen of England. So he did a lot of things when he was in the Air Force. He met my mother when they were on base, and at that time, that was many years ago. My mother was just like an airman, or I don't know what you call it, but they were not allowed to fraternize with officers, so she had to actually get out of the Air Force because officers were not allowed to fraternize with, you know, the lower class. So she had to, before they got married, she had to get out of his service. So my mom and my dad were both in the service. I can't remember what my mom told me she did. My sister will probably remember. She remembers more things than I do. I know. If you look at the baby pictures, like I still kind of look like my baby picture, but not really. I was blonde. I was very, very blonde and light skinned. Tacos, are you going to work today? My husband's had to work like all through this pandemic. He didn't get a break at all. Did you? Oh, did I see Ben in here? I thought I said Ben. Ben. Oh, hey, Ben. How are you doing, Ben Ashworth? Happy New Year. Happy birthday to your daddy. Yeah. It's been a long time, but it always, always, always this time, of year. Hey, Brian, where the heck have you been? Oh, I know. You've been in Vinny G's chat. I had like white hair till I was about 5. Brian, I did a bunch of pictures of you last night. They're freaking hilarious. Hilarious. You have to go into the photo room and scroll up. Oh, hell no, I'm off today. Oh, that's good. What are you and Jen doing? Are you feeling any better, by the way? Yeah, I just scrolled up. I was too busy gabbing like I usually do. You know me. I start gabbing and I miss everything. You had like white hair till I was about, I had blonde hair. I was born with like a lot of dark hair. It went blonde and then I went dark again. So, and now I'm dark. Well, actually, this is dyed dark. I took the red out. I was sick of being called Chucky. And she doesn't know how to cook, so not sure what to do with her now. You crack me up, tacos. I'm going now and I'm gonna get you back. You're going now and I'm gonna get you back. What do you mean? You're going where? Where are you going? Oh, you're looking at the pictures. I made some funny pictures of Brad last night. That's okay. We do that. That's like how nefarious our what do you call it? Our Discord is. We do pictures of each other. Funny pictures. We keep them in there though. But so yeah, so it's my daddy's birthday today, and I just thought I'd put his picture up there for you all to see how handsome he was. He's very handsome, handsome man. Yeah, so my grandmother had 3 boys. She had no girls, and one was born on Easter, one was born on Thanksgiving, and one was born like my dad was born on New Year's Day. So they all had like special occasions that they were born on. She doesn't know how to cook. You're trying to find her a new job, slim pickings. It is slim pickings. Yes, I did. I got videos, I got pictures. He's adorable. He's adorable. But then I could, I'm a proud grandma, so, you know. I also FaceTimed with my daughter because they're living way far away, so we couldn't be there for Christmas. So I got all their videos from their Christmas and their but it's not the same as being there, you know what I mean? Like being there is always better. Um, I'll put it in my community post. I'll put his picture in my community post. He's just adorable. He is. I have to get off here first, though. But it was funny because he's still, they're still watching him. He still has a, no, I haven't. I have not. No, I haven't. I think I only have videos, so actually. Um, what was I saying? Oh, he still has to wear an ankle thing because he hasn't had he hasn't his lungs are have not fully developed, and he was born at 6:15 and he went down to 6 pounds 5 ounces in the hospital. And then when we saw him, he was up to 6 pounds 9 ounces. Yes, actually, well, most of the time he was most of the time his eyes were closed. He cleans sort of, can't cook. Nice to look at. What does one do with a wife who can't cook? I don't think she can make so. Is her food timer the smoke alarm? Her food timer is a smoke alarm. Beetlejuice. Didn't you like that one, Brian? Brian, get up here and talk to me. Get up here. Yes, I made Brian into Beetlejuice. I made my rounds last night, Brian. I said Happy New Year to everyone, even people that don't like me. I did. Well, the people that were that while I was awake, whoever was live and doing my New Year thing. Because he has arrived early, his lungs are still developing. Exactly. Even though he was like a good size, like he was born at 6 pounds 15 ounces, he was a good size, but his lungs weren't fully developed because he was 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks early. He wasn't supposed to be born until the 28th. Actually, when we went to see him last Sunday was when he was supposed to be born. I think it was the 27th was the day before he was supposed to be born. So his parents are still a little iffy about the whole wearing a mask, and when we were there, we had to wear a mask the whole time, but that's okay. It was worth it. It was worth it just to hold him for that long, and I was holding him for uh, almost the whole 3 hours we were there. My husband, whenever he picked him up, he'd cry. Don't even say Beetlejuice. Jen has been watching him on Howard Stern, and I'm sick of hearing. Is there a Beetlejuice on Howard Stern? I haven't watched Howard Stern in years. When I used to work, I used to listen to him on my way to work every day. Howard Stern, that is. Yeah. Yeah. His lungs are still developing. So they have this thing that beeps if like he doesn't take a breath, like when he's supposed to. So, but yeah, it's my daddy's birthday today. And I think last year I did too, make a video. I made make a video on my mom's birthday and make a video on my dad's birthday with pictures of them. I got Trail HK this weekend. Didn't get one single piece. She ate the whole damn thing. She did. Oh, speaking of that. Okay, so my husband went out and bought Godiva chocolates. And there was 3 different kinds, and I liked a certain kind. Didn't he eat all that freaking kind that I liked? Pissed me off. And then last night he comes home with some stuff, and he comes home with chocolate chip cookies. So last night I'm in bed thinking, I'll go down and have a chocolate chip cookie. Good luck with that. They're all freaking gone. Damn. And that was a big cake. She ate the whole cake. Holy cow. Sounds like my husband. My husband's sneaky though. He comes down at night and eats that stuff. And then I'm not sure. Like the same with bread. He's like, how come we don't have any bread? I don't know. I don't eat the bread. He eats all the bread and then bitches and moans because there's no bread in the house. Good Lord. Remy, Happy New Year. My boyfriend ate all the stuffed pepperoni and lots of bread. The entire thing. He left me 2 pigs in a blanket. Have a great day. Uh, sounds like my husband. My husband don't care. Like if he's hungry, he's eating it. That's it. That's all. So, and happy New Year to you, Remy. God, that bugs the fuck out of me. I like to graze and keep things for a while, but when I want it, damn it, I want it. I know. Well, that's like me too. Like, I'll make a pound a day. Okay, uh this is what he does. I'll make a pound of bacon, a whole pound of bacon. And because I like to have a bacon sandwich every now and then, if especially if I make bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich, I like to eat that. He will eat that whole pound of bacon. I won't get one piece out of it. Not one piece. I should. I should put a lock on my refrigerator so he can't get to it. And then he'd have to ask me and I could like police it. Yeah, but the stuff that I like is usually in the refrigerator. I'm not a big bread eater, so he eats my leftovers, drives me nuts. He eats my dinner if I don't eat it within 1 hour. Yeah, well, welcome to the club. My husband ate all the chocolate chip cookies last night, all of them. And here's the thing, he brings dinner home, and he said, and I bought some chocolate chip cookies. So eat, help yourself. So yeah, go to help myself, and they're gone. I'm going to start buying shit. I know she won't eat diet sodas, diet cake, sugar free, everything. That'll piss her off. I don't like diet drinks either. I can't stand diet drinks. And then people say you can't taste the difference. I can taste the difference. As soon as it's diet, if it's got any kind of aspartame or whatever in it, I can tell right away. Jen eats like a man. She inhales her food, never tastes it. Well, that happens. That's my husband. My husband wait a minute. My husband weighs probably 150 pounds, soaking wet. Like he's skinny. Okay, he's tall and skinny. I had the 7-layer dip behind the milk. The chips are in the cabinet above the stove behind the casserole dishes. He doesn't cook, so it's safe. I like 7-layer dip. I make a real good taco dip. Speaking of taco, I make a real good taco dip. Every time I make it, it goes. It's gone. Now I've got the things to make it, but I mean, for the two of us, it's for the two of us. I am not cooking a big. I cooked a crock pot meal the other day. I hated diet drinks at first too, but I adjusted eventually, and I'm good with it now. I don't know. I don't know. They taste funny to me. They taste weird. I can taste like that. It gives me an aftertaste or something in my mouth. He eats. Oh, Miss Mix Big. He eats. Like, not only does he like eat a lot, he doesn't. He doesn't like. He eats at night, like the worst time possible to eat. Of course, I do too. But you dip, they dip, we dip. No double dipping. Was that a Seinfeld one? You double dipped. You did double dip. I even have to hide my kids' chips and popcorn behind the pots and pans. Holy cow. No. Well, the chips, yeah, I have to get my fill of my the chips because I hate Creative Revival. I am not much of a sweet eater, but I am a big, I'm I'm I really like salty foods. I'm a salty person. I'm a salty person. But yeah, he eats and eats and eats and eats and never gains an ounce. He actually loses weight. And never take a book in the bathroom. It will get flagged. It will get flagged? What do you mean? It'll get flagged. Don't know what you mean, brah. I'm going to buy vegetarian fake meat, diet drinks, and fat-free everything. Damn her, I guess I want cake. I better go to. That's funny. I know, like you got it. Oh, hey, that's like me. If I make bacon, I have to hide some of the bacon. Like that's what I'm going to do from now on. I have two cannolis in the back of the cold cut drawer. No shame in my game. Well, from now on, when I make bacon, I am not putting it all in one container because I cook it and I pat it down and then I put it in the refrigerator and then, then you just have to like heat it up like for like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, something like that. Never take a book in the bathroom. I never do. Actually, don't. I don't. I'm not in the bathroom that long. I go in there when I just need to get my job done, and that's it. Over, done. I hid my cannoli last weekend, and she found this. She doesn't eat salad. Never make. No, you are right, Brian. Never make bacon naked. That's true. That is true. There's a way to make it in the oven, but I've never tried it. Supposedly, you put your oven at 400, you put the bacon in, then you turn it off, and it supposedly cooks. And then you wait 17 minutes or something like that. I had bacon too. I wrapped some in paper towel, put it in a Ziploc behind my kids' yogurt drinks. There's nothing my husband won't eat. Like he'll eat everything except leftovers. Can you freeze the cooked bacon, Carla? He won't find it there. I don't know. Can you freeze cooked bacon? I'm not sure. I like to cook it all at once and get it over with because I hate cooking bacon because it splatters and I always end up getting splattered with bacon grease. I'm telling you, put it in the produce drawer underneath the onions or something. Won't it smell like onions though? If you did that, I would think it would smell like onions. Ew. It's like my onion drawer. There's lemons in there. My husband put his lemons in there because he likes lemons with his fish and he likes lemons in his water. And I would say, hey, LaDonna, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. No, she doesn't like salad, but I love it, except it goes bad. I know it goes bad too quick. I love salad too. Hey, Vape King. I make bacon in the air. Wait. You make it in the air fryer? I have an air fryer. How do you do it? You just put it in there and just let it. How long do you put it in there for and at what temperature? Wow. I didn't know you could make it in the air fryer. I guess I didn't want to mess up my air fryer, but I do chicken nuggets in there. And I've done chicken in there. Happy New Year, Vape King. Happy New Year. I hope everybody had a great New Year's Eve. Um, my husband and I, it was quiet. Like I said, I made it to midnight. I hate how lettuce goes bad so fast. Oh, you know what? No, I heard that if you put a piece of bread in with the lettuce, it'll stay fresher longer. Like just a piece of bread. It is it is a fryer, I know. Duh. I just never thought to make bacon in the air fryer. I don't know. Just never thought. Just have to clean it afterwards because all the grease drips to the bottom. Well, I clean it anyways. I clean my air fryer every time I use it. I've done hot dogs in there. It's like doing them on the barbecue, actually, hot dogs. But probably that is probably, you know what? I probably am going to try that, but you would probably have to cut it in half, the bacon. Bread draws away the moisture. Well, is that should that's what I've heard. And where did I hear it? It was like some kind of life hacks channel or something. Put a piece of bread in with your lettuce and it'll stay. Because mine goes the regular lettuce you buy, like the head lettuce, the iceberg lettuce, it goes like rusty within a couple days. Thanks for the paper towel tip. I will try that, Remy. You could always make a pitcher of juice she hates and put a Ziploc in there. Oh, yeah. Would you drink the juice afterwards? I don't think so. Listen to this hack, life hacks. You know, and that's another channel that I watch on here is DIY it's hacks like things that you can do like in your kitchen, how you can arrange your cupboards properly, how to you know do things like yeah, how to keep things fresher longer. It lets it stay maybe a few days longer. I bought Boston Bib lettuce last week and it's still good. You know what stays fresher longer too is the romaine lettuce. I find longer than it'll stay fresher longer than the if you get it good, like if you get a good bunch of it, it'll stay fresher longer than the iceberg lettuce. Iceberg lettuce sucks. And the stuff in the bag that goes bad really fast once it's opened. They have special lettuce containers so the lettuce is raised up. Is that the ones that you, well, I have a large air fryer, the square basket, but a small basket may have to cut it in half. I have also made bacon in the regular oven at 375 for 10 minutes. It's good too. I just use a cookie sheet. Yeah, and there was a hack that I saw on YouTube actually, and it was like you turn your oven on to 425 or something, and then you put your bacon in and you turn the oven off and you leave your oven closed and it supposedly cooks your bacon and then you wait 17 or 20 minutes and then it supposedly is cooked afterwards. But, I've never tried it, so I cannot believe she ate the entire 16-inch cake in 4 days. I mean, seriously, what the fuck? She was hungry. Did she just eat that or did she eat other things too? And tomatoes seem to last for years now. I think they're plastic. Yeah, not the ones from my garden. They don't last. You have to eat them once you cut them. Like, because I don't put a whole tomato in my salad. I'll put half a tomato. But once I cut the tomato from my garden, you need to, be eating salads like almost every day. Because I eat half a tomato and put half a tomato in my salad. And you know what they say? Oh, honey, I'll go buy you another one. Like it's no big deal. Brian's right. Parchment paper, cookie sheet, oven at 450, 500. Um, the only thing is the oven gets all splattered with grease. That's the only thing I don't like. The cool thing about oven bacon is you can cook the whole package at once. Right. Oh, hell no. She ate everything else too. So crazy shit by the time I get home. Well, you know what they say. And she probably doesn't gain an ounce. That's what I mean. The people that eat the most never freaking gain any weight. Like I just look at a cookie and I'll gain like 5 pounds. Like I cannot believe how much weight. Like when I went for my doctor's appointment last year, I was like at a decent weight. Like he said, you're not overweight. You're just at a good weight. But I put on weight since this pandemic. So I would say he'd probably say now you need to lose about 20 pounds, girlfriend. I suppose you could lightly cover with foil, but it would it come out like crisp, like bacon, usually comes out crisp. That's the way I see. I like my bacon crisp. I don't like it like I don't like the bacon half, like rubbery. My boyfriend used to kill a carton of ice cream every 2 days. Then he was told he was pre-diabetic. Now he drinks a 12 pack of sugar-free soda every 2 days. Wow. There's still sugar in sugar-free soda, isn't there? That's another thing I was told about on one of those channels that were talking about like these fat-free, mayonnaise and they said really read the labels on all that because some of the fat-free stuff isn't so fat-free. And like either you're a mayonnaise person or you're a Miracle Whip person. I'm a mayonnaise person. My husband's Miracle Whip. He likes Miracle Whip. I like mayonnaise. Hope it doesn't contain phen- phenylalanine. I can't even say that word. And neurotoxin. Carla can't pronounce words. Sorry. I'm telling you, even in the oven, it'll come out crispy. That's how pizza parlors do the cooked ham. They put it on a pie. Well, to make it crispier, I would think higher temp or more cook time, like 400 or 12 to 14 minutes. Yeah. Oh my God, Remy, she will kill a half gallon of ice cream in a day. Never fail. And she probably doesn't gain an ounce. That's what pisses me off about these people. Like my husband. I mean, okay, we'll eat dinner. He's upstairs for half an hour and then he's back downstairs eating sandwich. He'll eat two sandwiches and eat that with chips and doesn't gain an ounce ever. Yeah, I like I like a lot of things on pizza. I don't just like the standard pepperoni pizza. No, I like mushrooms. I like olives. I like sausage. I like a lot of things on pizza. A lot of things, a lot of different things. A lot of people don't like mushrooms. I like mushrooms. I love mushrooms. The next thing I'm gonna make though is I don't know if any of you like this is French onion soup. I make the best French onion soup and I love it. Hey, Soul Stealer. Good morning. Nice to see you. Happy New Year. I smell food and gain weight. I know. It's just like, hmm. But that's me. Like if I would eat at night the way he eats at night, I would be 300 pounds, I'm sure. I played a trick on her and bought some those Russell Stover sugar-free chocolates. She was in the bathroom for hours. Oh, you nasty. You nasty. He must have a lot of testosterone, Carla. It stops you getting fat. I don't know. He's got a high metabolism is what I think. Plus he exercises a lot, which I don't do. I should, but I don't. I'm not much for exercising. Um, my doctor tells me I should, but Clams Casino a pizza is good. My favorite is a white broccoli with mozzarella, garlic with lemon wedges on the side. I like cheese on top of the French onion. Oh, you're talking about French onion soup? I love French onion soup. French onion soup's my favorite. Why are we talking about food? I'm gonna be like starving by the time I get off here. I might bake some brownies and put oh tacos. You would not do that. She'd be on the toilet all day. Oh God. I wonder if X-Lax really does taste chocolate like chocolate. I've never ever tasted X-Lax. I've never been this at my age have never been constipated ever. Like it's like clockwork every morning. Ever. Isn't there aspartame in sugar-free stuff? I don't know. I really don't know. I like beer cheese soup. You know what? I've seen that made on, where did I see it made on? I think it was Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives, and it looked really good. I love anything cheese. I'm a cheese freak. And that's what keeps you stuffed up, but I don't have a problem. I've never been constipated. Never. I don't think I've ever been in my life, in my entire life. Oh yeah, there's aspartame and a bunch of other nasty ingredients that will make you run to the restroom. That's why it says you can only eat a couple pieces a day. Oh, broccoli cheddar soup. You know what? McDonald's used to have broccoli cheddar soup in their, oh, you know who had it too? Was Tim Hortons. And that was good. I love potato soup with bacon, chives, and cheese. I'm I have a recipe for that, but I think that would be really fattening just because of the potato, the cheese, the bacon. But one of these days, when I haven't eaten like all day, I'm going to make it. I love cheese. I'm a cheeseaholic. Let's not talk stomach issues. I own that category. I don't really have, I'm not, I mean, bless Ginger Lock's mom, because I know she has like, oh, big issues with her stomach. And like, oh, God, it's so sad. But she looks amazing. On the flip side of that, she looks amazing. She does. She really does. I wish McDonald's would bring back their chicken fajitas. They've been gone for 15 plus years. I like the McRib. I did like the McRib. Just looked it up, Remy, and yes, aspartame has. Oh, I don't know if all that stuff is good for you. Potato leek soup is nasty too, or tasty. I thought you said I read nasty. After this last surgery, I have no appetite. That's like Ginger Locks. Oh my goodness. Well, she can't. She tries, but she can't. It is a neurotoxin, Remy, and can give people migraines. Oh, I had a migraine one day. Like it woke me up out of a dead sleep. Like I'm serious. I was fast asleep and this migraine woke me up out of a dead sleep and it was made me sick to my stomach. It was so bad. Navy bean soup. Navy bean soup. Do you make that with a ham bone? I don't know how you make that. I've never had. See, that's one soup I've never had. My husband makes chicken noodle soup. That's the only soup he makes. I made a cabbage, carrot, ham, potato bake the other day, and it's very, very soupy. So it's kind of like a soup. It's really good. It didn't give me gas either. What's a hot Whopper, Remy? They have the Impossible Burgers now. You know what the Impossible Burgers are? Have any of you tried them? Or is that Burger King? I don't know where that is, the Impossible Burgers. I've had the Impossible Burgers at oh, what's that one? Wahlburgers, and I've had the Impossible Burger at I think it's Burger King. And they also have a breakfast sandwich that's got a sausage patty in there that's not it's plant-based. It's got to be hot from Burger King. Um, when you type like curse words in my chat that they automatically hide your comment? You have to unhide it. I didn't know they did that. Like automatically they will hide your comment because you said SHIT, Remy. They held your comment for review. I wonder if they take my monetization away if I have too many swear words in here. I don't know. I don't know how YouTube works anymore. Now I want breakfast. Get up here, Brian. I told you to come up here and keep me company. Burger King, yes. I used to like the veggie burger. Yeah, the one that I'm talking about is the Impossible Burger. Frick dang. Shit. No. Stop swearing. Stop saying those nasty words. What if I do like, yeah, did the same thing. It held for review. Soul Stealer. Nope. Shite is okay. Frick you, Brian. It does that though. When Remy typed in SHIT, it held it for review. When I was in labor and giving birth, the nurse kept saying, keep pushing and you'll get your Whopper. All I wanted was a Whopper. No one brought me one, and jerks. No, it doesn't, Remy. Just certain words. I guess certain words are flagged from YouTube. Who knows? So stupid. Like it's like we're all adults, and my thing is listed as not for kids. Like 18 and over. So it's like no kid has not heard the shit word or the F word. Yeah, right. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Duck it. You hate what word? Frick? I don't like frick. I mean, if you're gonna swear, just say fuck. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna swear, just say the word. I'm probably gonna be demonetized for saying that, but I mean, if you're gonna swear, fuck it, just say it. But I'm talking about in the chat, like Soul Stealer. Now, what you just typed was held for review. So SHIT, I guess, is one word that you're not, shit, is one word you're not allowed to say. Why am I spelling it? Because everybody knows what it is. Oh, look who's there.
Ah!
Brian.
Good morning, Carla. Did you get wasted last night? Don't lie.
No, I did not. I did stay up till past midnight, and I did make my Happy New Year rounds to everybody's chat.
I went to bed at like 10 o'clock. I was just
You missed it?
No, I was laying there watching reruns of Mad About You, and I popped onto that Times Square thing at midnight, and I was like, whatever.
Many people there? Was there a few people there?
It seemed like it was. It didn't. It wasn't. The spirit just wasn't there.
Yeah, well, it can. Why should it be there?
It just makes me feel old.
Does it? So I saw you in Vinny's chat.
I usually when I get up, that's like the first thing I do is I'll put Vinny
Went in there and he said if he had what is it, like a dance thing, and he'd play his music 24 hours a day, and if you couldn't dance the whole time you were there, you would be kicked out.
I usually
yeah, okay. Well, I wouldn't last in your discotheque or whatever you call it.
No. I usually check in with Vinny. That's usually the first thing I do when I get up is I'll put Vinny on while I'm making coffee or whatever.
Remember, we are all brainless drones, according to the 1%, and need their parenting. Everybody's swearing in my chat now because it's like, I think it might be a new thing with YouTube. They're just holding certain words for review.
Oh yeah, they're in the midst of some severe what do they call that? Censorship.
Oh really? Well, what about all these people that go up on panels and scream and yell and carry on and curse and yell at people?
Oh yeah.
Threaten? Are they going to be? Are they going to do anything about that?
Oh, you can threaten anybody you want, but you cannot say anything about election fraud.
You know what?
Election fraud.
Yeah.
They've taken
Well,
down, they've taken
right.
down 2 of my videos so far.
Did they just take it down, or
They just took it down. They didn't give you the strike. They just said that it abuses this scam policy.
What's a scam policy? What? Who are you
Well,
scamming?
well, the
Like
idea.
news clips.
Well, the idea is, without going too far into it, the reason that our election went the way it was is because the media perpetrated it, and I mean, they don't want people to know the truth. They just don't. The media perpetrated this.
Well, neither does YouTube.
YouTube. Well, you got Zuckerberg and YouTube.
They have a thing where you can report certain streams, and if you report it, what do they do about it?
Nothing.
Nothing. So why do it? Why even report?
Nothing. Yeah, well, when I appealed it, I did appeal the last one. I took it to other channels. I said, well, check out this channel and that channel and this channel and that channel. What I'm doing here doesn't hurt anybody.
Ryan, LaDonna is asking if you took a red pill.
I don't know, LaDonna. You live in Texas. They're the ones that are suing all the other states. No, I didn't take the red pill, but I do believe in election fraud. I do believe in this.
Mixed Big says, yes, Carla, you say don't swear, and everyone starts swearing like a trooper, naughty chat. Well, I swear, I started it. I'm like, well, if YouTube can allow people to, say to see you next Tuesday and fuck this and fuck that, like, what's the difference if someone says it in a chat?
I tell you, Mixed Big, if you want to see real news that isn't fake and isn't biased, you want to look at NTD News and you want to look at Epic Times. I got you, LaDonna. But I've got Texas roots too, so come on. I lived in Katy for a long time in Houston, outside of Dallas.
But every one of your videos that you put up of Trump went down, right?
Not every one of them. It's only where they're talking about election fraud.
Tacos. Jen probably would have tried to eat those vaccines in the fridge too.
And now Biden is coming out and saying that the vaccines that are going out, he said Trump's failing. Trump estimated he wanted 20 million Americans to have that vaccine by the end of the year, and we're only at like 2.6 million in the first round. And so now they're, instead of giving
but what about the people that don't want a vaccine?
Right now the vaccine is you can take it if you want. You don't have to, but I'm guaranteeing you that that they brought this second strain in over from the UK. The first case was found in Colorado. It's a much more powerful strain, much more contagious. I bet you by say September of last year or next year that you're going to have to take the vaccine if you want certain.
I think they're going to force the kids to have a vaccine to go to school.
Well, no, I don't think they can do that. They can without parental consent, right? Mm-hmm. But your child still has the right to say, "I don't want that."
Oh, did you see what LaDonna just said?
What'd she say?
She said,
"Yeah, Newsmax.
I lived on Fry Road for 7 years and moved in 2011."
Fry Road.
I don't know where is Fry Road?
It's in Houston.
She's always been in Texas. She's a Texas girl.
Yeah, LaDonna. I used to live at Westheimer and Willcrest over on Piping Rock, and then we moved to the end down there by the mall where Saks Fifth Avenue is in Missouri City on Empanada and Paladora. That's where I was at. Westheimer Willcrest is one of the biggest intersections there.
What about the nurse that fainted on TV? Did she really die? What nurse was that?
Oh, the nurse that got the vaccine and then a week later she was infested with COVID. That one?
Yeah. And Mixed Big said, did she really? Hi, Lucky Lou. Happy New Year. Is there anyone here who has gotten the vaccine, and how much did it cost? No insurance.
I think the vaccine is being offered for free.
Yeah, I don't think it costs anything, actually.
Yeah, I
I'm
would
not
pay
getting
for it.
facts, not enough data or
And
study on
then, and then I watched the hypocrite Kamala Harris get her vaccine, and I remember the debates when she said, "I will take no vaccine if Trump puts it out there." And Trump is the one who did the Operation Warp Speed, but Kamala Harris looked right at him and said, "I will not take any vaccine that Trump approves of." And then she took the vaccine.
Rebbe said a priest or a pastor died from it. Did he have underlying conditions, though? That's the thing that people are not understanding about this whole virus is a lot of people have underlying conditions that the you know what I mean?
And a lot of people don't.
To.
And a lot of people don't.
And a lot of people
I
don't.
believe the vaccine. I do believe that this virus is killing people.
Oh, I believe it is too.
But I also believe that our government is fabricating the amount of deaths that we're having.
Kamala Harris is a twit. Makes big sense.
And she literally said she would not take this vaccine if Donald Trump approved of it. And Donald Trump is out here approving of it, and she took it. And then Biden accidentally called her President-elect Harris the other day.
Ooh.
He didn't accidentally do that. What they do is they send out these subliminal messages to us to get us prepared for what is going to happen.
You think that's what's going to happen?
Yeah, Biden he's already said that if he and Harris get into an argument and they don't agree on something, that he will just create some kind of medical illness and resign. I've got the video up of him saying that. So what they do is they send out those little subliminal messages to us so that when it happens, we're prepared for a Harris presidency. That's what's going to happen. Which is fine with me. I don't have a problem with Harris. I just have a problem with the way it happened. I have a problem with Biden. Just the way that it happened. You got to earn your way there.
I have a problem if it wasn't fair. That's my problem.
I don't think that Biden has done anything for his government for 47 years.
Tacos is a Harrison 80s AOC fan. That's good, Tacos. You have a right to have your opinion about everything.
What'd she say? I missed it. I don't even...
An AOC fan. Read the chat. I'm just iffy about the whole vaccine.
I don't have a problem with Harris.
Don't be sorry, Tacos. And Nancy Grace, I love
you have a right to
women.
I don't have a problem with Harris. I really don't. I just have a problem with the way that it went about. Biden, I don't care for. I don't think he's competent.
And Nancy Grace, I love educated, loudmouth women.
Well, who doesn't love Nancy?
Mary Jan. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. That's wrong. Just watch Janine.
I love Nancy Grace.
The only thing that bugged me about Nancy Grace was every night she came on during the Jodi Arias trial, and she would say, "Bombshell tonight," and there would be nothing new. Like there was no.
The people on YouTube that were following that case, because when I had, I've got my Remembering Travis Alexander Facebook group that I started the day of the trial, and I had a guy that was able to get in the courtroom. It's called Wild About Trial. So I was getting updates for the group as it happened. So I was able to get everything into the group, and then Nancy Grace would come on and say, we knew that 4 hours ago. But I like Nancy Grace. I think that she does the news pretty well. She makes it entertaining. I really do.
What's she doing now? She's off HLN, right?
No, she's doing her own little thing now. I saw her the other day.
She was a prosecutor and a damn good one because her boyfriend or fiance was, I think he was murdered.
Yeah,
he was murdered, and that's why she became a prosecutor.
One thing that kind of hurt her career is when she badgered Elizabeth Smart, and people didn't like that. But she asked those questions that we're all thinking.
Didn't she also interview an Asian girl, and the girl ended up killing herself? She killed herself.
Yeah, but well, Howard Stern interviewed Dana Plato, the girl from Different Strokes, and the next day she killed herself, and he's still famous.
Who did that?
Dana Plato, the girl from Different Strokes.
Who interviewed her?
Howard Stern.
Oh, Howard Stern, yeah.
And then the next day she killed herself because they were picking on her so hard in that interview. It was horrible. Horrible. Yeah.
Well, I watched HLN every day of that Jodi Arias trial. I watched HLN because they covered it nonstop, and every night I watched Nancy Grace.
Yeah, Nancy Grace is good.
Hey, Pixie Dust.
Molly's got a picture of her with Nancy Grace giving her a kiss on the cheek.
Nancy Grace is doing podcasts here on YouTube. I listen to them every day. Oh,
yeah,
cool.
yeah, that's where I saw it. Yeah, now the podcasts
I thought she was doing something.
Yeah, they're not as good as her other stuff, but it's YouTube. You know what I mean?
I don't know who Rachel Maddow is. Who's Rachel Maddow?
I've heard that name.
I've heard it too. Who is it? Google it. How does Howard Stern get away with it?
He's a shock jock.
Oh, he's a shock jock, yeah.
And people sign off
like
when
RDA, right? Isn't that what they are?
Yeah.
They're shock.
Yeah, people sign off when they go on his show that, hey, it's just entertainment. You're not to take it personal. He had a game show on there one time. If you got look, Howard Stern had a game show on there one time, and if you got the answer wrong, you had to stick your nose in Gary's butt crack, and he would fart in your face. And he was doing it. People were listening.
Good Lord. Do you remember Baba Booey?
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey?
Yeah.
Baba Booey. Someone had a troll name of Baba Booey on I think it was on Facebook, and they used to give me the hardest time because they were a troll, but they were Jodi Arias fan, like George Barwood, and boy, she had a lot of fans on that.
I used to get a lot of props because I would put George Barwood in his place so many times on that case because he just loved Jodi. That's his thing.
Yeah, but he blocked a lot of people. Hang on, Brian.
Yeah.
Watch the chat.
Watch the chat. I'm watching it. It's not going nowhere. Yeah, she is. To Taco, she really is dramatic, but it sells and it works for her. There's no one that does news like So did you block me? Soul Seeker Music. No. I see you. Soul Stealer. I said Soul Sister. No, why would you be blocked for? Yeah, I was in bed. I don't know who she's talking to on the phone. It must be serious. It's probably Miss D. Carla and others roll their eyes when I talk about it. What do they roll their eyes about when you talk about it? Oh, conspiracy. Yeah, the Red Pill channels. I do watch Red Pill channels. One of the I watch conspiracy theories. Some of them I agree with. Some of them I don't. But that's the thing. They make you think. It's the big what if. YouTube is craziness. It's craziness, but it's going to get better this year. That's what's going to happen. It's going to get better. We're going to have more channels like this one where people can come and just have a conversation.
That was the old man.
Good morning, Nicole. That was the old man?
Yeah, that was the old man. Hi, Nicole. How are you?
Did you guys?
Happy New Year, Nicole.
Thank you.
Did you guys talk about what you're making for dinner tonight?
Hell no.
You're supposed to have sauerkraut and
No, we're not having that. I made cabbage, ham, and carrots and potatoes baked the other day in the crock pot, and there's a lot of leftovers. So
that sounds
I am
good.
not cooking. Yeah, it's really good actually.
Hey Nicole, did you finish off that macaroni and cheese last night? The mashed potatoes? You ate them. I was like, man,
Elizabeth is a reptilian. Her and a reptilian, LaDonna, honestly. Seriously, she goes down that rabbit hole all the time.
Yeah, Pence is the biggest question for that day.
What's that?
I know she's talking about Pence.
What about Pence?
I think there were actually people that voted for the fly that landed on his head.
Oh, that was funny.
Well, right now, the state of Arizona and some other states are suing Pence over this election. They call it a friendly suit. Pence is not supposed to sign off on electoral votes that are fraudulent. So this could be a game changer if this happens. They're suing him a friendly suit, a friendly lawsuit. The vice president is the one that has.
Trump will not secede, will he?
He shouldn't.
He won't. He won't.
He shouldn't.
But I think it's pretty inevitable that Biden is in. I hate to say it, but and I know. I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. I have nothing against anybody, Democrat or Republican, but I just want it to be done.
Well, you don't. All right. Here's the question that if anybody's looked at this electoral fraud and what we think is fraud, and I know that you see some fraud, and there's no one can say there's absolutely no fraud. You
Right.
can't say that. So how much electoral fraud is okay?
I don't think any should be okay. None, because it cheats the American people. And when you cheat the people,
yeah,
you take that away from them. Then
well, right now, what we're losing, let's say they, to me, there's electoral fraud that went on. So
right.
To me, effectively, they have taken my right to vote away. Now they're working on our freedom of speech. These big corporations like Twitter and YouTube and Facebook, if you say anything about the election, they'll ban you. So now, not only do we have masks over our face, they're taking our voice away from us as well.
Yep, that's true.
So
there's no freedom of speech on any of that, because I know a lot of people that have been. Honestly, it doesn't even matter. They're all in bed with each other behind the scenes. Republicans and Democrats, they're all friends. Yeah, that's true. I mean, she does have a point.
Well, how do you shut down a restaurant in California this woman has had for 15 years and tell her that she cannot serve food in there at all, but right across the street open up an area where some actors can sit down and eat because they paid the city to do so? You tell me.
LaDonna says, well, the Patriots have their eyes on Pence. I'm sitting at home recovering from COVID. I just drink my Gatorade and watch it like a movie. Yeah. I stopped watching the news. I really did, because it was just too much. It was too much during the election.
But see, two tacos, and I agree with you. I agree with your comment where you say, honestly, it doesn't even matter. They're all in bed with each other behind the scenes. And they want us to think that way, which is true. But when the American citizens begin to stand up and take their country back, that comment, that train of thought will go away. There's militias forming now.
So Steeler, get well. Rest. I'm sorry to hear that. Have a good day. Rest. Oh, goodness. That was a bad sounding cough.
Nicole,
I hope you're feeling better soon.
That was a sneeze combination cough.
LaDonna, Mix Big said she hopes you're feeling better. Hey, Angie from New Jersey. Happy New Year.
She's from Jersey. She's a Jersey girl.
She's from Jersey. She's a Jersey girl.
My stepmom was from Jersey. I used to love her accent.
Remy is from New Jersey, right? She has kind of a little accent, but so is Ginger Lock's mom, and I don't hear an accent from her.
Remy's got a little bit, but not that much.
Oh, she's got quite a bit. Like, the word she said, talk.
Talk.
I think she says talk. I want to talk to you. She sounds, she's got it.
Remy's good. We love Remy.
Happy New Year and hugs to you back. It's big. I'm getting better. Just my asthma has complicated the process. Yeah. People with underlying conditions have like a harder time at that.
I know. I've been congested for like 6 days.
And how would you know if you had the virus if you don't display any symptoms? Like a lot of us could have had it, and you know.
Yeah, there was a couple few weeks ago that I kept having
Oh.
headaches. I had headaches for like 3 days. And I kept telling Nicole, because I never get headaches. I never get a headache. And it went on for like 3 days.
My thing has been sleepy. I've been sleeping a lot, like during the day, which I didn't do before.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's one of the symptoms too, is exhaustion, like severe exhaustion, headaches, fever. I mean, there's so many different strains of it, I think. You know,
Yeah.
who knows? Who knows? But I don't go anywhere. See, you go out every day. You were working every day. So
And if I'm not, I don't like to go outside. She was trying to get me to take the trash out yesterday, and I kept telling her I didn't want to go outside.
Well, but she goes on the bus, right?
She loves to get out. She just loves to get out. If she don't go on a bus, she goes with somebody. And she likes to
Which
go
hat
out.
did she like? Which hat did she like?
Which one of those hats do you wear? The pink that you made one that was like a purple and white.
Yeah.
She wears that one. Nicole's got a ton of those hats, and she likes that one.
Yeah, that's a pretty one.
And the gloves are pretty cool too, because you know how Nicole's hand is, and we were talking about her hands, so she can slip her thumb through that one part to keep her arms warm.
Yeah, those are the fingerless gloves. I did those because a lot of people use their devices. Well, I call them wrist warmers because they really are wrist warmers. And a lot of people use their devices. And if your hands are, I've had those gloves that supposedly are good for, texting and stuff. They don't work for me.
Yeah.
Those ones with my fingers, they
You do
work.
blankets too?
Oh yeah, I've made so many blankets. That's how I started.
They're so warm. Those are so. I got one that my mom made. I got to put up, but they're so warm.
The last one I made is on the back of my couch.
Yeah,
and they're warm.
And Nicole used to do that thing with the yarning. What do you call that with the yarning, Nicole? She used to make all kinds of stuff, and it's
with
a good
the loom. It's like a loom.
Yeah, a loom. She had the little plastic thing,
Mm-hmm.
and she would do that. She'd buy yarn all the time, but it's therapeutic.
Oh yeah.
It's there, and I think it was one of her therapists that suggested it.
Come right back. Oh.
Yeah, it's nasty and wet and rainy and cold out there right now. It's horrible.
I'm thankful that I don't have to wear a mask at work. Yeah, I know. I had to wear one for 3 hours the other day when I went to see my grandson, and whoo.
2 tacos. Are you working in a kitchen or something in the heat?
No, she doesn't work in the kitchen.
I don't know why. Why doesn't she have? I don't
You know what she does, Brian?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
God dang it.
The dog ran off. It's raining.
Come on, boy.
I don't remember what she does. I don't. I know. I kind of think
He
it's
works in
No.
the legal field.
Brian pissing Nicole off.
No, the dog is. She's standing at the door trying to get the dog to come in.
Back in the rain.
He runs sometimes.
Oh, is it raining where you are?
Oh, it's icy and rainy and nasty and cold up here in Ohio.
Good boy.
It is cold here, but it's not raining yet.
If she opens what do you do? See a cat or something?
No, he just has to go more. We were going right back in here.
He don't like the rain either, but he had to go.
Wearing a mask makes me claustrophobic, and I limit my wearing them. Yeah, me too. I've forgotten a couple times going into a store without a mask on.
I really think that the whole mask thing, what people don't realize is there's very, very few people who wear them correctly. And if you wear glasses, they'll fog your glasses up and it creates a hazard. I'll put it on, but I don't like it.
Taco said if she had to wear a mask at work, she thinks she'd quit. I mean, I can't imagine these people that wear them all day in the stores, They're in the stores all day with these masks on.
Well, and the thing of it is, even with a cloth mask, you got to understand this. They are ineffective after 2 hours of wearing them. As soon as you start getting moisture on that mask, it's ineffective. And you don't see people washing their hands. You see people adjusting them without washing their hands. You don't see people changing them every 2 hours. So it's just like a lot of it's just going through the motions.
What's a gator, Angie? I have a gator.
I think it's one of those plastic masks.
Oh,
I think. I could be wrong.
I don't know. I don't know what a gator is. I have the cloth ones that you can wash.
Tell Nicole to yell out dinner. I sent her after dinner last night. She got some fried chicken and all that good stuff.
Oh, did you make it or did you go
No,
out?
she bought it. I haven't cooked. See, she don't care if it's cold or rainy or whatever. She just likes to go. She don't like to. She doesn't like to sit. She never did like to sit. She'll sit there for a while and she'll figure out something she needs to do and then she'll go.
But you like to cook, Brian. I thought you liked to cook because you've given us some pretty good recipes.
Well, yeah, I do like to cook, but I tell you, I've been real lazy over the last few weeks, and I mean, I haven't had a chance to be lazy like this for years.
It turns into a petri dish on your face, Brian. McSpig says. The masks. But you see, most people are wearing those those real cheap cloth masks. To me, that's like wearing a freaking paper towel over your face. Because that's about how effective they probably are.
They're not. I don't think they're as effective.
The thing that slide up from your neck to your nose. Oh, I've seen a couple people wearing those.
Yeah,
It's like a turtleneck. It looks like a turtleneck, and it goes up over your face.
and see, back in the day, if you used the metro or the bus, if you rode a bus, and you had, say, you had a scarf over your mouth or something, they wouldn't let you on the bus. You had to keep your face.
These things look like they're a mask. They are a mask, but they look like it. What it looks like is a turtleneck sweater, and it comes from your neck and it goes up over your nose. You just pull it up.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that have those.
A lot of people. I've seen a lot of people with them. I don't know where you get them from. Where did you order them from, Angie?
You can get them on Amazon. Amazon's got some pretty cool ones.
They look more comfortable than the ones I have. I have the ones with the what do you call it? The eye guard. You know, it's got an eye guard on it.
Yeah, she's right.
But they fog up, just like your glass. If you're wearing glasses and you wear a mask, how they fog up. Sort of those things, those eye guards. They fog up too.
I'm just gonna start wrapping myself in saran wrap and poke holes in the eyes and the ears and the mouth, and that's it.
Well, yeah, but you know, you can't do that when you're working.
Yeah, my son had he had the COVID, and he said he couldn't smell anything, he couldn't taste anything, he had a bad headache for like 3 days, and then he was fine.
Paco says, I don't go anywhere except to get gas and don't go inside. Everything gets delivered, and I have no human contact except with Jen, who doesn't wash her hands.
I mean, we know that you and Jen have lots of human contacts.
Yes.
She's so fun. Such a good looking young lady.
Oh, isn't she? She's stunning. She really is.
She's fun. She'd be live in the party.
Oh, that stream they did from the hotel room with Molly was hilarious.
Yeah, me cracking up. They took it down. I think they took it down.
I wish they wouldn't have, because that was fun. That was a fun stream to watch.
Yeah,
that's what I like watching. I like watching people have fun.
It was like Girls Gone Wild without the boobs. However, they were trying to get Molly to flash her boobs.
I use a silicone frame that keeps the fabric off my mouth when wearing a mask. Does that help? What do you wear, Brian? What kind of mask do you wear?
We have paper masks for the most part. I have the paper masks for the most part.
How do I train a woman who behaves like a man? I don't know. She sure don't look like a man.
Well, she's gorgeous. And then when I get on, if I go out in public, if I use public transportation, I have a long leather trench, and I have a scarf. I keep a scarf that I can pull up, and I keep it washed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm
what
done.
do you put the scarf over your face?
I tie it behind me,
Okay.
and then I just pull it up over my nose, and that's one of the ones that doesn't allow my glasses to fog up.
Okay, but that's kind of what Angie has.
Yeah,
It looks like yeah, and a lot of people wear those.
I've seen a lot of people that have those. Yeah,
It's like a turtle. It looks like a turtleneck that you pull up over your mouth and nose. Is all it looks like.
yeah.
So, Brian, what is your resolution for 2021?
Just to continue the way that I've been doing, because it seems to have been working for the last few months. I'm going to remove some people from my life completely
Uh-huh.
that aren't aren't family or aren't physically in my life. But I am going to just remove some people completely from my life and keep my eye on more positivity when it comes to social media and friendships. I'm going to keep my eye more on the positive people.
You can't get rid of me. Hush.
Yeah, and I don't want to.
Morning, y'all.
Nicole said, "You can't get rid of me either." I'm not trying to get rid of Nicole. She's a blessing. She always.
Oh yeah.
Look at her. She has no faith in herself. She's so cute over there.
What's she doing?
She's just sitting there.
He was yelling at the dog a minute ago.
Because she opened the door and and it's raining and icy and nasty outside. So she stood on the porch and he ran off.
No, he didn't.
Ah.
He just had to pee 3 times and ran right back.
Oh, did he? She was going, "Come on, get in here. What's wrong with
And
you?"
then he'd come back and it was raining.
She said,
But she doesn't leave the toilet seat up when she pees.
I'll tell you one bad thing about the first thing in the morning. One bad thing about living in a manufactured home is that toilet seat is extremely cold. But it'll wake you up immediately.
You should get and I watched this the other day. They had heat, and you know where the heat was that they got is
Yeah.
it was all built into the floor.
Yeah,
They had the heat system from their floor.
yeah.
Listen, Bessie's
Supposedly
talking.
that's warm. Hey, Bessie.
She's
It's warm.
talking. She's talking to
Don't be
Mike.
mean to my niece.
She's talking to Mike. She's
Oh.
ruining him.
See, because I turn that fireplace off at night, so it gets kind of it can get cold overnight.
Oh yeah.
And then when you first come in here, I feel sometimes.
I know,
Did
right?
you stay up? I stayed up till midnight last night. It's the first time in years that I've been up. And I actually said Happy New Year to a lot of people last night.
I did.
Oh, okay, 2 tacos. Now I remember what you do. Now I remember.
Me too, Brian. Removing people. I'm working on discharging some more people off my caseload next week. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's not. She doesn't work in a restaurant.
No, I know. Well, when she said she didn't have to wear a mask, I know that people that work in the kitchen don't have to wear a mask. I just didn't remember. See, me and 2 tacos, we went through this phase where we would talk every day for a while, and then that just kind of fell off. Yeah, exactly. And then
People don't
Now I
bring the
remember.
joy, they are gone. Amen. I have the best people around me, like
Yeah.
the best people. Really, seriously.
Miss D, are you awake yet?
Barely.
Barely. Angry Grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up. Don't even start with me this morning.
There she goes. She's not even awake yet.
No,
It's funny when she laughs, isn't it?
It is.
I
Oh
would-
my God.
That's the first thing I told Mike this morning when I woke up. I told him that whole story, but we'll leave it there. Yeah.
It's funny because Jen did a recap of it in the Discord.
Well, you know what? If you tell the story, then expect a live being. Like,
I know. That's why I'm not saying anything.
Yeah,
I'll just-
because that will be directed directly at you.
Oh, I know. I know.
Yeah, Miss T, whenever you get in a bad mood and start screaming at somebody, that's going to be the safe word. I'm just going to throw it out there now.
If he ever pisses you off, Brian, just say that. You just have to say 2 words.
Run.
She
She'll be happy.
me, she's scary.
Brian,
Well-
she's a substance abuse counselor.
Yeah, I remember now.
Okay.
I remember that. Talking about it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if the whole getting rid of people out of your life helps because I did that in 2020 and it didn't work.
Yeah, they just kind of linger.
Well, the
Actually,
thing
it
is,
did. It did.
you can get rid of people out of your life and still kind of, because I'm nosy and I admit I'll watch sometimes, but I only can take it in small doses. So
Yeah.
but I'll watch
But
and then I'll
you have to look at it from and Tacos could tell you this. You have to look at it from a perspective of just observing human behavior.
Yeah.
You know, and just sit back and go, "Wow, that was dumb."
What I mean by removing people is like where I used to do that. I would just go watch and see what's going on. I'm just not even going to watch anymore. It's like, and so I don't watch paint dry. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't go watch that either.
Or
Why?
grass grow. You don't watch? Do you watch grass grow?
It depends on what kind of grass it is. but that came from nowhere. But yeah, if I don't watch paint dry, why would I go click on certain channels?
well,
Why?
there's
You already know what's there. You already know what it is.
that I have never once watched. There's a
Yeah,
couple
I got
I
it.
don't want to do that to myself.
I got it locked. I got it locked into my head. You know, where I think I just want to go watch people argue and cut people down all day long and scream and holler. Because now that I know that, I've realized that that's all it is.
Hi, Cass. Happy New Year.
I'm not going to watch. Hey, Cass.
Hey, Cass.
Just not going to watch. So people are going to be like, "Did you hear this? And did you hear that?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Who are you even talking about? Right.
Well, I don't even have to go watch those channels because what I miss, because I'll go in for a few minutes and see something, somebody else will have seen something else.
Yeah,
Any of us watch a whole stream. Any of us.
you get addicted to the clip channels if you're
Yeah, because you can just watch a little snippet. The only thing with the clip channels is, and I don't know if you guys find this, that they're biased in favor. If they're in favor of you, they'll clip a channel that makes you look bad, or they'll clip a channel that makes you look good.
At this point in the game, I think they just all kind of look bad.
Yeah,
So seriously.
The scoop. I had it out with the scoop.
Mhm.
Over
The
there.
scoop.
I'm like,
Yeah.
everybody's seen the little gift of the little boy in the diapers and the shirt, and he's running down the hall, and he goes to run into the room, and he goes, "Oh no!" and he makes that really weird turn and goes back the other direction. That's me,
No.
right? That's me.
Well, I've been going to a lot of different channels lately, like a lot of different streams. Like Angie in New Jersey is one I go to.
Yeah.
You know what's addictive? Horribly addictive. This new YouTube movie channel they've got.
Yeah.
No.
There's a ton of free movies
that I've never seen either.
I've never seen them. I watched one yesterday that just, oh God, Carla.
American Crime.
Did you watch?
was awful.
God.
Were you a fan of the independent film channel IFC?
I don't think I've seen that.
And then the Sundance channel?
Brian, you know that movie
No.
American Crime, don't you?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
woman that kept
Oh,
the
my
girls in the
God.
basement. That's a true story. That's a true story.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
I really do like movies that you haven't seen anywhere else and that have no name actors in them.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
those are some of the best.
Brian, you have to see the movie Room. It's a really good movie.
Chelsea Lynn is my hero to tacos, and I want to be her when I grow up.
Chelsea Lynn.
Who's Chelsea Lynn?
Well, not so much Chelsea, but her alter ego. What's her name?
Who is Chelsea?
She's I've put some stuff in Discord about her. She's the consummate redneck that does that whole
Is she the one we listened to that day?
yes.
Oh my God, yeah, she's funny.
She is hysterical. No, wait a minute. You might be thinking of
The blonde.
no. This is a whole different chick.
Oh, okay.
No, this one's nasty. That one's
Wait.
funny. Where they went on the honeymoon package.
This was nasty.
Is that
Yeah,
the one you're
that's
talking
what-
about?
Yeah,
No, that's a different comedian, but she's
She's funny.
hysterical. Her and her girlfriend
Okay.
decide to go and process their grief for their children going away to college
Yeah.
in Cancun. And they go to a fat farm because it's cheaper, and they get the honeymoon package.
Oh yeah, I have seen this Chelsea Lynn before.
Yeah, Chelsea Lynn is nuts, but I love her.
Yeah, in that somebody said, "Isn't that Trailer Trash Tammy?"
Yes, Trailer Trash Tammy. Oh my God.
She
The
is
one
so
that-
funny. When she asked her old man, "Hey, did you eat the last piece of cheese in there?" He goes, "Yeah." "Didn't you sleep with my brother?" And she
She's
goes,
like, and she nods her head like, "Yep, that's fair. That's fair."
and she
But
she used to be a beauty queen.
she is beautiful.
Well, for
She
yeah,
when she's not being trailer trash Tammy, and she's not really, when she's
She's a big girl, isn't she?
she's really tall,
yeah.
a little thick.
When me and Katie were dragging each other, I used to put up trailer trash Tammy clips of Katie, and they worked so good.
I love trailer trash Tammy,
She's funny. She's very funny.
and the little cop that she's always after.
Yeah.
He's always running from like, get away, Tammy.
See, now I'm going to go down that rabbit hole today.
Well, she walks up to this car, Carla, and she goes, "Hey, y'all got a cigarette?" And they're like, "No, we don't smoke." She goes, "Well, fuck you," and walked away. And that is so hilarious.
She is funny. She's just no filter.
But she's very funny.
I love her.
And I haven't said that word for long. That felt good, invigorating.
I'm gonna be her when I grow up. I am.
Well, you
That's
better start eating now, girl.
I know, right? I know. She's awesome.
She is funny. She's very funny. You cannot watch 2 minutes of a video without laughing. You just can't.
So
And then-
who's that black girl that you had us watch that day? Because she was funny too.
Oh my God, I can't remember what is her
Oh,
name.
God,
Let me look.
she was
Let me-
hilarious.
Let me go
Carly,
find
you
her.
have to. She's the best series. I'm probably going to go down a rabbit hole today, tacos.
Why?
I'm watching
name-
all kinds of
it's-
different things on YouTube lately.
It's Chrissy Chula, and it's KRISSYCHULA, all one word.
Yeah, I have her.
Oh my God, she is so funny. So funny. She does this one. I found her. I don't know how, but she does one that's hot as hell, which Texas is hot as hell. And she describes her life in that situation. And then she has these neighbors from hell. But when she imitates the neighbors, I lose it every time. I have to. She's amazing. Let me put her name in here. It's
Excuse me.
and she's on YouTube. That's her little name right there. Go look her up. You guys will. Oh my God! If you want to spend the day laughing, just go watch her.
Yeah,
And Tammy.
yeah, Chelsea Lynn has 1.18 million subscribers now.
Who does?
Chelsea Lynn,
Which one is she?
Trailer Trash Tammy.
Oh, God. Hello, not awake. Mhm.
Yeah, that's all right.
Has Brian ever been to?
Morning, Jen.
Hey, Jen, Chillicothe Rodeo.
Chillicothe.
Chillicothe.
Chillicothe
Yeah,
Rodeo.
Chillicothe's about an hour and a half away from me. There's
That's in Missouri, isn't it?
no, it's in Ohio, and it's a prison town. That's
How
where
come y'all have Chillicothe and so does Missouri?
Yeah, I don't know.
Happy
Chillicothe
New Year, Jen.
is a prison town. That's where some of the people on Ohio's death row are there. They're in Lucasville. There's also Ross out there. But right up the road from there is where Lucasville is. Chillicothe is known for its prison population.
Wow.
Most of the people that live in that city work for the prisons.
I was gonna say how many people voted in that? Never mind. Let's don't go there today.
I'm telling you that Chillicothe is definitely a redneck city.
Chillicothe. Yep.
Yeah. Chillicothe.
They've got Chillicothe, and then there's in Louisiana. There's Shoe Peak. Don't ask me.
I've never been to the rodeo though. I've never been to that rodeo there.
You don't like rodeos?
Just never been to one.
Mm.
I kind of feel sorry for the clown. but you know the bulls. You know how
Them cowboys.
they get the
I'm
bulls
sexier
to
than a
jump.
cowboy.
Cowboys, yeah, baby.
They are sexy. The house.
You know how you get the bull? They get the bulls to jump like that.
No.
Little electricals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they got a little tie on his jewels there.
a little zinger.
Really, really.
I'd be jumping around like that too. It's like, hey, get this off of me! Stop! Get off me!
Yeah,
What if
rodeos
they
are
do that to
mean.
bulls in the bullfighting? Hey,
No.
Carlos.
Morning, Carlos.
Morning.
Carlos,
Yeah, when they have bullfighting.
Yeah, I think rodeos are pretty much what got me away from Western riding completely. was like, nah, yeah, thinking no.
Miss D, did you and Mike drink last night?
No,
Okay, all right.
nope.
They watch movies. and
As a matter
cuddle.
of fact, I was cracking up at him because he's got the tiniest red Solo cups I've ever seen in my life. They're little shot glass red Solo cups. Don't know where
Yeah.
he got them.
They're for Jello shots.
Apparently so. I've never seen them. That just shows you what kind of a party animal I am. But there's a little bottle of Southern Comfort and this stack of little shot glasses in the garage in his little office. And I'm like, you're closet drinking. He's like,
Right.
no,
I used to mix Southern Comfort with Slow Jet.
no. He'll just he drinks it with Coke. Yes, not the powder form, the liquid.
JoJo,
Saying.
And just to like make it clear, I did not twerk last night.
no
I
twerking.
was asked to twerk and I did not twerk.
She did. She just doesn't want y'all to know.
No,
We saw it.
no one deserves to see that.
I want to see somebody accidentally fart while they're twerking. That'd be so funny.
Oh, I saw one where she shit her pants.
What? Who
On
did?
Facebook, she was twerking, and all of a sudden, like her bowels just went. Yeah, she shit her pants.
It is way too early for this.
Oh, and
Way too early.
seriously, it's so funny. You just type in shit her pants while twerking, and you'll see it.
No.
I think that
Hilarious. You have to watch it because she's all sexy, and then all of a sudden she just
poops her pants.
Yeah,
I
Cass,
think
they've
that we need to start sending this stuff to Mike on Facebook.
Cass,
Just
they've been
randomly.
twerking forever. Yeah.
This was
When
a
you-
while ago that I saw that when twerking first started.
See, that's what
If I
Jen and
can find
Carla,
it.
y'all need to start sending Mike stuff like that randomly. He'll
Yeah,
love it.
there it is.
I tell you what I watched
Perfect
yesterday.
twerk failed poop.
I tell you what I watched yesterday that was really, really good for people that like true crime. The movie on Netflix that just came out, Capone.
Oh, really?
It's about the last year of his life where he was living in Palm Springs and how his dementia came in and they were, looking for the $10 million and blah, blah,
That
blah.
was syphilis, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, it was neurosyphilis,
Right.
which he contacted it when he was young and he never had it treated. So it affected his brain.
Mm-hmm.
They also went into the fact that, well, not the fact, but people say that when they moved him from Atlanta prison over to Alcatraz, he lost all of his power, that they started injecting him with mercury.
It wouldn't shock me.
And then because they didn't want him to be able to come out of prison. He only had a 9-year sentence. So they didn't want him to be able to come out of prison and start his gang back up.
Right.
And the mercury caused him to go insane. And it's showing some of it reminded me a bit of you remember the Shining when Jack Nicholson would go into the bar and he'd start having those weird dreams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They had a lot of these types of sequences in this movie with Capone, and it was really good. Usually I'll fall asleep if I'm trying to watch a movie, but this one I stayed away. I told her, I said, I'm gonna go back here and put a movie on and go to sleep. But I stayed up for this whole movie. It was really good. Capone. It was on Prime Video, and I think it's on Netflix too. It's really good. It's worth it. It's worth it if you watch it. It's good.
I'm looking up to see. Hold on. Yeah, 31, 32, because I was wondering, this will prove your point right here. At the same time that he was in prison and they suspected they were injecting him with mercury, guess what they were doing in Tuskegee?
Yeah, that's where they were. Are you talking about the airmen? The guys were there?
No, I'm talking about in the prison for the syphilis study.
Yeah,
They were telling the black guys that they were giving them the cure for syphilis when in fact they were not. To see how it progressed in doing this study, that's what brought on informed consent, so that you can't just randomly go in a room and say, "Here, take this pill.
Well,
We're going to give you this injection."
Capone's family members claim that he didn't have dementia and he wasn't losing his mind at the end of his life. But there's been, of course they're going to say that.
You're right, but especially back in the 30s, because syphilis was just so it's an STD.
Yeah.
I mean, so you don't want that spreading. Well,
he was known for he was known. He was in the prostitution ring.
yeah,
He was known for kind of
I think he was doing interviews.
doing interviews. Known for that. He was a big old guy.
How good are you at this?
Yeah.
Oh, you got the job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We have to schedule you for a second interview. But
Right.
there was a lot of good that Al Capone did as well.
Mm.
And his family members to this day claim that he had nothing to do with the St. Valentine's Day massacre, and that the police set it up.
Well, he wasn't actually there. He just orchestrated it.
He was in Florida.
Right. I mean, you can do stuff from prison, okay? And the way that he was treated in prison was just amazing. Amazing. I mean, like had these beautiful Italian spreads, wine, you know, anything he wanted. It was like a little.
Yeah, he did it in Atlanta when he was in Atlanta, and then they moved him to Alcatraz, and they took all that away from him.
Yep.
They were telling this story where he tried to cut in line in front of some other inmate. That inmate said, "Hey, man, get back here where you're supposed to be at."
That didn't go well, right?
Capone turned around and said, "Do you know who I am?" He said, "Yeah, I know who you are, and I'm going to know who you were in just a minute." The guy stabbed him with a pair of scissors. But the real reality of the story is, you know, people want to believe that he got beat down, but the reality of the story from other inmates is that Capone had a banjo in his hand, and he beat that guy senseless.
Wow.
Yeah.
With a banjo?
He was musically inclined.
So how did he die? Well, he was beaten to death by a banjo. No.
He's senseless.
Damn.
The family members claim that it wasn't the dementia that killed him, that he had a heart attack while he was in the bathroom.
Was mercury used in medicine then?
Oh yeah.
And his house in Florida just sold 2 years ago for $10 million. And Capone only paid $40,000 for it.
Well, and true enough too, even like with the prostitutes and whatnot, when they would get sexually transmitted diseases back then, mercury was one of the leading medicines. And I mean, what it didn't burn away or, you know, destroy in your tissues, if you lived through it, then, oh, yay, cured. You look like shit, but yay, cured. Okay.
Yeah, but after I watched that movie, I got on this whole Capone kick. And I was looking everything up and checking everything out. That's what I do. If I see a good movie, I'll look. First, I go to IMDb, then I'll look up everything, the locations, and all that. And I just got on this Capone kick last night.
Oh, Cass said the Chillicothe Rodeo is motorcycles.
Yeah, they've had it for years. I know. Yeah.
It's like Sturgis.
I was gonna say it's like the hillbilly Sturgis.
Awesome.
There are Chillicothe there's a lot of farming community out there as well. It's a nice city. But
I like me some hillbillies now.
But when you're going up through it, first thing you see is Ross Prison, and then you see Chillicothe Prison. So it's a prison. It's not that big.
Ohio has what'd you say, 32 prisons?
32 prisons, yeah. And a lot of people call Ohio the lock me up state.
Well,
why is that?
Because they make a lot of money off the prison population.
Yeah, you make a lot of federal money off of that.
Yeah,
why don't they just put the fence around, build a wall around Ohio and just stamp it as a prison?
That's what they did to Australia, wasn't that?
Outside of
prisoners years ago.
Yeah, outside of
ship them off to Australia.
Outside of Attica, back in the 70s, Ohio had one of the worst prison riots ever in Lucasville, when a guy from my town, Jason Robb, from Northridge, he orchestrated this because they weren't feeding him right. They killed a bunch of guards, and it was on lockdown. It was national news forever. The Lucasville riots is really, really popular.
I'm gonna have to look at that.
Yeah, outside of Attica, it was a huge. I mean, it was huge. They locked the whole city down over that.
Damn. I remember them shutting down Lewisburg and it was Lewisburg. What's the big prison in Kansas? The military one?
Oh, Leavenworth.
Yeah, when they brought in Chelsea Manning.
Yeah,
they shut that shit down. The whole thing just to bring him in.
Don't get the two confused. Leavenworth also has a camp. That's not really, but then it's got the real Leavenworth, which is they call it the Hot House.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, there's a book called Leavenworth, the Hot House. I forget who wrote it, but if you read it, it's really, really good about how the guards are just scared to death to come to work. I'm gonna
look at that on Audible, see if they've got it on there.
Yeah, the prison. Yeah, Hot House, Leavenworth, and then the prisoners basically run that. It's a Fed joint, so the prisoners basically run that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
Mixed big as an Aussie. No, I mean I heard that's what they did with prisoners, like a long time ago. Is they shipped them
Louisiana was the same way, because the French sent all of their prisoners to Canada,
excuse me.
They lived there, and then when they got tired of living there, they came down here. So they were all former
French
prison
and
society.
Cajun. That's where they get the Cajun, isn't it? From the French.
Oh no,
French.
Cajun is a mixture of everything.
Isn't it French though?
There's French, there's American Indian, there's German, there's Haitian, Caucasian, European, all of it. That's Cajun.
Angie, haven't they? Have you been to Houston recently? Have you been through there? Because I heard that they remodeled and completely redid the Astrodome.
I don't know.
I used to go to the Dome a lot. My dad.
I did too.
Astro.
Remember Astro World?
Yeah.
It's gone because adults suddenly got shitty.
Yeah, and then the Astro Hotel across the street.
They had Opryland. Opryland's gone. All the good theme parks,
I remember when they filmed the Bad News Bears in the Astrodome, and whenever somebody would hit a home run, that bull would come out and it would light everything up.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing that. I was like, I remember that. Yeah, because we used to go to the Dome all the time. And they'd have monster truck shows there and concerts.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
I think the last time I went to the Houston Livestock and Rodeo Show was George Strait to see George Strait. That was like in the 80s.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Seems like yesterday.
Yeah.
But maybe because I live in the past. Cajun is delicious, but you can't eat the people. You just eat their cooking. Well, maybe you could. I don't know. There's some weird people down in them swamps. No telling what they do.
I want to look that up.
Shoot it.
I want to see if because last time me and Nicole went through Houston, it looked like they were doing something to the Astrodome. And it wasn't that long. It wasn't too terribly long ago.
10 years ago.
Brian, have you seen
7.
Homestead Rescue?
Uh-uh.
Oh my God, that's good.
I'm addicted. So this is a funny story because this just shows how small the 7 degrees of separation or 6 degrees, whatever Kevin Bacon does. I'm telling you, if you dig enough into the people that you like either watch on TV or know in public or whatever, somehow or another you're going to find somebody who knows them or they're related to them.
Oh, so, Kevin Bacon, you mean?
Yeah. So I'm watching this awesome show. And it's a bunch of homesteaders that have gone out and they've set up their homestead, but stuff has gone horribly wrong. Like they don't have a water source. So they're having to drive 40 miles to go get water. And you're trying to raise animals and feed your family and all this. So yeah. So he goes in there, this dude, Marty, goes in and fixes it. And he is such a freaking badass. He's like in his 60s. He is like the dude. Swear to God. And he's got his kids. He takes them with him and they're awesome. They know they can build anything. They can set up anything and they fix these homesteads for these people. So I'm talking to Jen about it. Jen's like, my husband grew up with him in Alaska because he's from Alaska. He goes, you want to see my resume? Here's my resume. Holds his hands up and they're like all cracked and dried and like they look like prehistoric hands because he's worked with them so much. And then we got to talking about that. My husband's brother is best friends with the dude from the Gator people, Troy. What's his name? So yeah, when this all goes to shit and we need a place to go and hide and survive when the world falls apart, I'm hooking up with those two guys. Give me some gator and make me a homestead. I'm good. Yeah, but it's weird how you run across people that go, "Oh, I know them."
Yeah,
it's that 6 degrees of separation is so freaking true.
6 degrees of separation, huh?
Is it 6 or 7? I think it's 6, isn't it?
Hey, vegan.
Hey, vegan.
Oh, you put the coffee on.
So yeah, we're relocating. It was Montana. Now it's going to be Alaska. So I need you all to prepare. Dress warmly. Layer.
My husband actually would be on board with Alaska.
I know.
He loves.
All of our husbands, they're packed.
He loves hunting. He loves fishing. I mean, he's like, yeah, he would be on board with Alaska. Not so much the hot weather. He's not into hot weather.
I can't stand hot weather.
Just not into the hot weather. He hates it.
Oh, I'm cold. I'd rather it be hot any day.
Not me, man, because let me just tell you, I can put on more clothes. You do not want me taking them off. Good thing. They'll be like, oh, no, we'll get you a fan.
Ethel, you get your clothes on.
Naked as a jaybird.
There he was. Naked as a jaybird.
That man is so funny.
Oh,
Ray
Oh, the guy-
Stevens. Ray Stevens. When he does the streak.
oh yeah.
I know. I want like a root cellar mix big. Root cellars. And these people know how to build all of that stuff to where it will last forever. Like it's never going away. Dude, it's just the most intriguing show. I'm hooked. So I've been binging on that.
Carlos, I don't like it when it's too hot, especially the humidity. I can't stand that.
Yeah, sticky hot is no good.
Now, Jim was telling us there are massive mosquitoes like they are in Texas.
Yeah, that's what you said.
In
the size
Alaska.
of like a freaking small airplane.
Yeah. And also don't buy a car in Alaska, just buy a plane and a jet ski. I mean a snowmobile.
Yeah.
That's all you need. But they have planes like they have cars.
Everybody has, a plane in Alaska.
When you have a Tupperware party, there's like, 16 planes parked out in front of the log cabin. Oh, look, the girls came by. Brought their plane.
We're having a Tupperware party. We all know how to fly a plane.
Mhm. So we win the lottery. We win mega millions or whatever it is by about 100 acres in Alaska. Hook up with Marty. We'll bring Corey up there to show us how to hunt some stuff. And yeah, we're good. That's it. We'll go off the grid. Wouldn't that be fun?
Off the grid, though, that means you don't have like
Yes, you do.
toilets and
Yes, you can.
off the grid.
Yeah. Put a septic tank.
Yeah, that's true.
No outhouses. I'm not doing an
I'm
outhouse.
not.
Todd,
doing outhouse.
shut
Not
up,
with the
Todd.
polar bears.
Todd's laughing at us.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Or
D makes big. I know. Aren't those are the best shows, man? He's laughing at me
Well,
because
I watched Life Below Zero too.
he thinks I would last like 20 minutes in Alaska. Whatever. Give me a blankie. I'll be fine. It'll be good. I'm telling you. Hey, look, if Marty can run around with his shirt halfway unbuttoned in the freezing snow with
He's
just a little
good looking. He is
Yeah,
good.
he is.
Very
Mhm. He kind of reminds me a little bit of what's his face? The guy with the voice, the ranch. What's his name?
Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott. He reminds
Oh
me-
yeah. He does kind of look. Is he a good singer? Because he has like some videos there where he's singing.
Who's Sam? I don't know. I haven't seen him.
Well, on his channel, he's got videos where he's singing.
Are you subscribed?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to go check him out.
Didn't you
Thanks for another
subscribe?
rabbit hole, Carla. That was all I needed. Was another rabbit hole.
Didn't you see? I subscribed to him. Yes.
I'm gonna check him
First,
out.
when you mentioned him, I
Do you
went to
just-
his channel.
When your husband goes hunting, do you just put him on loop and listen to his voice all day
Hell no.
and twerk? I'm just saying. Yeah, he is a good actor. I don't know, man. Y'all need to watch that show. I'm plugging Marty today. He cracks me up. Cracks me up. New Year's. Okay, has anybody already broken their New Year's resolution? Raise your hand. Be honest. We're now how many hours into the new year? Have you screwed it up already?
I haven't. I haven't had time to screw it up.
I have not either.
So I've been very good.
What's your New Year's resolution?
And last night, mine is just keep my mouth shut, stay off panels, and
And here you are.
here I am. Well, this isn't the same though. This is my own. So,
That's true. That's true.
but yeah, I did my Happy New Year tour last night. I went in every channel and said, and
I'm
said
sitting
I saw
here.
it live,
I'm
and
sit-
I said Happy New Year.
I wanted to die.
That ate my guts.
I thought when I heard you that individual respond to you and say, "Well, Happy New Year, Carl," I was like, "Oh shit, what is she doing?"
Because
She's
there's some
taking up
people in there-
lion taming. Okay, I gotcha.
There's some people in there that I like, so I said, Happy New Year to everyone. I didn't say it. I didn't say any names, and I went into another
good.
chat. I went into another chat. I went into about four different live chats last night and said Happy New Year to everybody. So good. I was good. I behaved myself. I didn't say anything nasty or get involved in that. So
You're a good girl.
yes, I was a good girl.
Don't act like you didn't do the same thing in this life with Jen.
You guys are silly.
I'm a good girl. I
I
am a
hear-
good girl. Good girl. Carla's been charming, so she's on track. Yes. See? See? Miss Big said it. Carla's been charming, so she's on track. Ha ha ha.
Nicole's having her New Year's bong hit this morning.
For New Year's what?
Bong hit.
Scuba diving. She's scuba
Her mom's
diving.
had our kids for 200.
She's scuba diving. That's what they call it when Vinny does that. Because all you hear, the camera will go off and you'll hear that bubbling. Yeah, sounds like scuba diving, but it's actually a bong. Just saying.
Her mom came and got our kids how many days ago? 2 days ago? Her mom does that all the time. She pulls up and says, I'll take the kids. We're like, okay, go ahead. Yeah.
It does give me a warning.
Not very much.
It gives you a warning.
Too much spring on that.
Nicole's got the cutest mom. Her mom is cool. She's so cool.
Nicole laughing yesterday. I love her.
She is. She laughs at the word gimpy.
and when I say laugh, I mean laugh.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God. That was a loud laugh.
That was so funny.
She doesn't do that much, but when it's funny, she will laugh.
She was like,
What was that you said about the strippers?
I don't know, but it was funny.
Oh, some question on the game show?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you think of church, you think of strippers or something like that. Whatever it was, it made her laugh, and she couldn't stop. It's kind of like how you were doing when I said angry grandpa.
Shut up.
oh my God.
Nicole laughs at something, it gets stuck in her head, and she'll go on for a day about it.
That's like Ms. Damina.
I think that's the best though. When you
She couldn't, like,
when you find
stop.
something that you think is funny that no one else in the world thinks is funny, but for the way it's put together or the way that the words are formed together, it just hits you that way, And so then every time you hear it, it's funny.
I like it when she does that because when she starts giggling, her whole little face lights up. My son Daniel come over one day, and on the way out the door, he decided to give her a hug. And Nicole's not a real touchy-feely person when it comes to people that she doesn't know that well. Well, he gave her a hug, and she lit up the whole kitchen, smiled.
Oh.
It was so cute. I was like, hey, get away from her. But I like it when they smile when they're genuine. It's genuine. Don't do that much when they do it. It's genuine.
Mhm.
She just told me to bite her, by the way.
Bite it. Do it, Brian. I dare you.
They're encouraging you. Come do it.
Yeah, see, she said they're encouraging you to do it.
Why are y'all barking? There they go.
Might have heard me bark.
I don't know. I think their daddy's up to no good. I don't know what he's doing.
They tell on it. Oh, in the garage barking?
Okay, well, I'm going to
Yeah.
cut this short, guys.
Fine. Bye.
That'd be like that, Carl.
Happy freaking New Year. Bye.
Happy New Year.
Dog start barking, that's the last straw for her.
We'll be talking in about 5 more minutes. So
I know, right?
it's not like goodbye. It's like see you in like Discord.
Yeah. I'm gonna go eat some breakfast and we'll figure out what we're gonna do today.
Yeah, me too. I'm starving. But I love you guys for coming in. Happy
Love y'all.
New Year. Be
Happy
good.
New Year. Y'all behave out there and laugh a lot.
Yes, laugh a lot and watch channels that make you feel good.
And never, ever, ever eat yellow snow.
And never,
Down where the Huskies
never
go.
eat yellow snow. But I appreciate you all coming in.
Love
I
y'all.
love you guys.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.